Extreme Collectibles here, and you may be thinking, Mr. X, you still look like shit. I am actually filming this the day after the MVC Spider, so if you saw that review of the MVC Spider, you know it was been a rough week medically, and I just got a bad phone call too. So I thought I would film a review. Have no idea when this is going to air, but this is a really unique piece. It's by a company that I have bought from before, and I actually have a review of that piece with a typo in one of the titles, which bothers the crap out of me. But let's stop talking about me and let's talk about Jack. Extreme Collectibles here with Melting Black Skull Jack from Jack of the Dust. Jack of the Dust, if you haven't heard of them before, first I have a review on a Venomized skull, so go check that out. But they create skulls, unique, weird skulls, everything from pineapple skulls to, I think they just made a Tupac one, to Darth Maul, to Deadpool, to Venom, to this one that I just pre-ordered an hour ago. Let me show a picture, this spider skull. It's kind of a weird collecting niche. That's kind of neat. I like it. I'm getting more and more into it. So as I said, this is the second piece I've ordered from them. This was $250, retails at $299. Shipping is included worldwide. They strip from down under, y'all. No, they don't say y'all. Mate. From down under, mate. They ship from down under, mate. They ship from Australia, and shipping is included. It's express shipping, usually takes 3 or 4 days. But I got this on a flash sale they did. Sometimes they do that. They send out a notice of, hey, for 24 hours, this piece will be, 30% off or whatever it is. And I had my eye on this guy for a while because black is my favorite color, which my wife always makes fun of me. And she actually says some pretty funny stuff from time to time. But black actually isn't a color. It's an absence of colors. But I keep saying butt. I don't know why I keep talking about butts. Should be talking about skulls. Even my humor's off. So went ahead and purchased this, and he arrived safely. They pack him really well. So first, it comes in 2 cardboard boxes. Then it's styrofoam packing peanuts, and then as you can see here, it's wrapped about 6-7 times. And then there is even some inner wrapping on him. And one really cool, unique thing is they always send a card. And a couple cool things on the envelope. So first, the front side has your first name. So it says Mr., as in Mr. X for me. And then the back side has a wax seal with their emblem on it. Here's a picture right here. Kind of neat. And then the inside, there's always 2 things. First thing I want to look at is basically it's a COA. It's a certificate of authenticity, but it's a death certificate. Kind of neat. Look at here, and it talks about the character and the place. Kind of a neat way to do a certificate of authenticity, kind of different take. Very cool. And what's even cooler than that, they do handwritten, personalized notes. This one was made out to me, and it talks about my previous purchases. Here's a picture of it. How cool is that? Especially in today's, go, 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 which I'm used to in my companies. This is really, really cool. This is only the second piece I've bought from them, and there's other collecting companies I've spent, 20 to 30 to 40,000, probably more on, and I haven't even spent $1,000 with this company. That's really, really cool. So they definitely care about quality. They definitely care about reputation. One other thing about Jack of the Dust, the company, is they make these lifelike masks, which I'm so tempted to buy. Go check out their website. The masks they're like $700 or $800, so they're a little over my price range for a Halloween mask because I don't really celebrate Halloween, but they're lifelike. Just go check them out, I promise you. Finish watching this first and then go check them out. So there's not an edition size that I'm aware of. I think they kind of do it in batches, made to order, 50 at a time, 20 at a time, depending on the popularity of the piece or the hype of the piece. Someone can correct me on the comments if I'm wrong. But just really, really cool, unique concepts. If you ever have some downtime or you just want to check them out, their website's fun to surf. to see all the different cool stuff that they come up with. So before I jump into the concept and sculpt and paint, which we're going to kind of all do together on this review, it's not going to be much. The paint, there's one paint on it. The concept is it's a melting skull, which we will talk about for about 10 seconds, and then just the rest of the sculpt of it. One really cool thing too, again, I'm not being paid by this company or given free shit or anything like that, and that's just a side note, just so you guys know. I probably get anywhere from 1 to 6 offers a month from companies, whether they're manufacturers or distributors, to, hey, we want to know if you want to get in a partnership with us. And I always stop the conversation right there because I never want to have any biased for or against any piece. I want to give my own opinion on it. So they don't give me anything. I'm just promoting them because I think they're a cool company. But yeah, well, this is what I was saying. On their website, they have a lot of videos on the making of each piece. Not every single piece, but different pieces. So that's kind of cool to watch, to see how they go through the process and make these. But let's jump into the actual pictures and close-ups of this guy. So I want to start at the back, and this will give you a good idea of the paint too. You got a couple things going on here. First, you have this really black, glossy, reflective paint. And some of these pictures I took, you can actually see me without pants as normal, taking a picture in the reflection. It's so bright, or you can see the lights. But it's really cool. It's reflecting throughout. I think it kind of gives that fresh melted look. And they have a few different colors they offer on their website of this particular piece, of the melted piece. And then you can actually see I don't know, maybe somebody who knows the human body better than me, those kind of look like stitching in your skull that human beings and other animals have. It's not stitching, but it's kind of those serrated parts where they come together. You can actually see it. I don't know how well it's turning up on camera. And then kind of moving to the profile here, the left side, you get kind of a good look of the skull. It's wide open, a lot of different things going on. You still have some of those serrated edges on the back of the skull. And then you can see where the jaw attaches, and it's kind of melting all over. From at the bottom, you have a big pool that everything has fallen into. You got some melting in between the cheekbone and the top of the jawbone. The jawbone looks like it's disconnected. And then some melting down the sides of the jaw as well. And you can see the nose and the teeth. And then there's melting in between the teeth too. So moving up here to kind of a front side view, you see more melting in between the teeth, like top and bottom, but actually in between each tooth as well. But great sculpt. You can tell they used a real human skull cast to start with, and then just kind of added on to that. And it's weird. I wonder, I should probably watch the video of this one to see if a lot of this melting effect actually is sculpt or it's just hardened paint. I bet you it's probably a combination of both. But great job on the eyes on the front and the nose, very true to the human skull form. The skulls that I have in the closet, the real ones, they don't look exactly the same, but it's pretty close. And then one thing I like, moving over to this right profile side, is some of his teeth on the back. There's some drip on top of it, but they're kind of out of place, so it's not a perfect human being, which I like. Kind of embodies, hey, this person doesn't have a perfect set of teeth like everybody in Hollywood does. But moving back, a lot of the same of what's on the previous side of the melting and the jaw disconnecting from the cheekbones, but it is varied. It's different than the other side, so kind of a cool, unique view. Then really quick, looking at the bottom, you got two things going on. First, there's actually a hole below the mouth, below the jaw. You can see it right here. And then on the other side, you have a signature of what I assume is the artist, and then a Jack of the Dust seal. Kind of neat. Almost looks like the bottom of those piggy banks you used to have as a kid. I wonder if they make those anymore, because my kids have credit cards and they're like 7. I'm kidding. They're 8. How old are they? They're 7, 9, and 11. They're all January babies because Cinco de Mayo at my house is an awesome time. Sombreros, tequila, we do it all. But so yeah, that's this piece. So I like the Venomized piece much better. This was much cheaper than the Venomized piece. Is this worth $250? I'm kind of on the fence about that. The uniqueness of it, absolutely. The quality of it, absolutely. My issue is it's just kind of small. But then again, I have smaller quarter scale statues I pay more for. So let me know what you think of this piece. Let me know if you have any Jack of the Dust pieces or if there's one that you want. And yeah, very cool. So please give me a like if you like this. If you did not, then don't buy any. But I do appreciate you watching. So until next time, take care.